All right, let's get started, guys. All right, Samara, you were out while we did this yesterday?
Yes.
We had several people out yesterday when we filled in our charts. All right, so we are on the back side of the worksheet. I want y'all's phones up. Back side of the worksheet, you got to have your new formula sheet out. Do you have one? If you need one, I got one right here.
I got one.
Anybody need a new formula sheet that might have been out yesterday?
This right here, Justin?
Yeah, but look at this side.
Coach, will
Yep.
we be done early a little bit today?
I think so.
So I can study my Spanish.
Yeah, I think we will.
You're a role for that.
All right, so here's what we do. We're going to do amplitude first, Samari. Okay? Amplitude, look on your formula sheet right here. Look at the column for amplitude, Samari. I'm showing you right here on my paper. All right? The only ones that have an answer for amplitude are which ones? I'm waiting on Samari to look at it. She's still busy, real busy.
Sorry.
It's sine and cosine are the only ones that have an answer for amplitude.
Right.
All right, so what is the formula for sine for amplitude?
2 pi over.
No, show her, Aiden.
The two lines.
Okay, absolute value of A. Okay, so look, at the top left-hand corner of your paper, whoops, it shows you what A is right here. A is whatever number's in front of sine.
Right.
So number one, amplitude is just 2. That's all you do is look at the number in front of sine and bring it down. All right, Samari, on number 2, what number's in front of cosine?
Nothing.
So that means it's understood 1. So amplitude's 1 on that one.
100.
All right, hold on. Number 3 doesn't have an amplitude. Why not?
Dash.
Because the only ones that have amplitude, remember, are sine and
Oh
cosine.
yeah, sine and cosine.
If it's anything else, just put a dash or write none. I don't care which way you do it.
Okay.
4, 1, 5,
1.
1. Let's keep going. 6,
Dash.
dash. There we go. 7.
5.
Oh, dash. Because it's tangent.
Wait, can I get a highlight? I want to highlight that real quick.
I'll throw you one just a second.
Okay.
8,
1.
1, 9, 5, 10, 4. Y'all do the last 4 by yourself and we'll check them, then we'll do another column. There we go. All right, Samari, look at your formula sheet. What does it say the formula is for location change?
Period. 2 pi over k.
No.
Wait,
location change is
D.
the last column.
D.
It's D all the way down. All right, look.
Yes, sir.
D is the last number in your equation after the plus or minus sign. So number 1, you don't even have a plus anything right here or a minus anything. That means you got no location change. You don't have a plus or minus, you got no location change. Number 2,
No location.
number 3, no
No
location. Number 4, we got one.
Would it be down 7?
All right, so it's either going to be up 7 or down 7. So we're going to write arrow down and 7. If you had rather write out the word down, D-O-W-N, that's fine.
Thank you for telling us.
All right, number 5, what is it, Laney?
Down.
Number 5. Laney's got it.
5 is down 15.
Down 15. All right, let's keep going. 6,
Up 4.
7,
Up 4.
8,
Down
9.
2.
Up 2.
Y'all are good. Finish that column up. I'm waiting on you back on number 1 for the next column.
Well, I'll win. That's why I'm telling you to stop.
All right, so what we need to first focus on the period column. Look at your formula sheet. All right, what's the formula for sine for period? You said it a minute ago.
2 pi over k.
All right, but look, they're all not the same on this column. Look at tangent and cotangent right in the middle. They're just pi over k. So look, what I did on my sheet, I highlighted it, or you can draw a box around it. You follow me on that? Those are the only ones that are different. I think you need to box them in or highlight them so you can notice that they're different. You don't miss those. Lots of kids miss those every year on the test. All right, we wait on Samari.
Coach,
Killing me.
I'm doing my work. I'm highlighting stuff. You said
I know
highlight.
you just slow.
What'd you say?
You just slow.
I'm slow. Alright, I'm ready.
You ready? All right. So our formula is 2 pi over k, right?
Right.
Now, what do we put in place of k? Well, look at your top left-hand formula on your formula sheet. K is the number in front of the X, okay? What if we don't have a number in front of X and it's understood to be what?
1.
So, 2 pi over 1, this one's just 2 pi. All right, let's do another one. What number's in front of X on number 2?
12.
So it'll be 2 pi over 12. Put it in your calculator and reduce, simplify that fraction.
Over 6.
You said the number is in front of the X.
Whatever number's in front of X is your K. And it goes on the bottom. So 2 pi over 12, put it in your calculator. Tell me what it equals. I believe it's going to be pi over
Wait.
6.
Where's the pi on the old calculator?
Hey, to show her.
On the old calculator, it's 4
In my
down.
face.
2 pi on top, 12 on the bottom. I believe it simplifies to pi over 6.
Yeah, pi over 6.
All right, let's keep going.
What if you don't have a number?
If you don't have a number, it's understood 1, so it'd just be 2 pi over 1, which is 2 pi. All right, number 3 is different. Somebody's going to miss this on the test. Which one is it?
Pi over
It's
10.
cotangent, so that's one of the new formulas. It's just pi over k. So it'll be pi over 1, which is just pi. Remember, tangent, cotangent have the different formula. All right, let's keep going. Number 4, 2 pi over 4. Put it in your calculator. What's it reduced to, James? Number 4 for period. What you got?
Pi over 2.
Pi over 2 is what it reduces to. I agree. Number 5, again, 2 pi over 4. We just did that one. We know that's going to be pi over 2. All right, let's go to number 6. All right, secant. Is that the different formula or secant still 2 pi over k? I think that one's 2
It's
pi.
still 2 pi over k.
All right, so this one is 2 pi over 1, which is 2 pi. All right, what's the answer going to be for number 7? Is it a new formula or is it the old formula? Let's check. Tangent, oh, this is the new formula. So it's just pi over 3. Somebody's going to miss that one on the test. All right, y'all try the next 3 by yourself. We'll check them. The only ones that are different formulas are tangent and cotangent. All right, the good thing about phase shift is you got the same formula all the way down the page. It's negative c over k. We don't have to worry about if one's changing. It's the same. All right, so what does that even mean, Samari? Well, look at your guide up here at the top left-hand corner of your paper. C is the last number in the parentheses. K is the first number in the parentheses. So basically, you've got to have parentheses in order to do a phase shift. What if you don't have a parenthesis like on number 1? No phase shift. That's first thing. You've got to have parentheses to do a phase shift because the numbers that we need are inside the parentheses. So, lady, number 2, no parentheses, no phase shift. Number 3, no phase shift. Number 5, no phase shift. I'll go ahead and...
Number 7.
Now, hold on. Let's go ahead and do 4, though. All right, so how do we do phase shift? It's really easy. The formula is negative c over k. That means, Samari, we got to flip the sign on the number that goes on top. So here's what you do. On top, I put negative 60, and I divide by 4. Put it in your calculator, and it's going to give you the answer.
Negative.
Negative 15 degrees. All right, let's go to the next page. Number 6. Let's go over the rules again. You ready? We flip the sign on this one, so what goes on top is positive 90 divided by 1. That's positive 90 degrees. All right, what's the answer on 7? Dash. Doesn't have parentheses, you can't do a phase shift. All right, watch me on 8. This is where kids started struggling in first block. We flip the side on this number, so on top of the fraction I put negative pi over 3, and I divide it by 2. A lot of kids couldn't do that. All right, so in your calculators, hit the fraction bar first. So as long as y'all hit the fraction button first, I don't think you'll have any trouble. All right, let's look at 9. Remember your rules. Flip this sign, it goes on top, positive pi, divide it by 1. That one's easy, it's just positive pi. All right, Flip this sign, it goes on top. That's negative 2 pi divided by 2. That'll be negative pi. I'm going to stop and let y'all finish the last 4 by yourself for phase shift, and then we'll check them. Use your calculator to simplify them. All right, so here's the deal. On the back, guys, we're basically doing just the opposite of the front. On the back, you now have your 4 answers, and they want you to make that an equation, or write an equation out of it. All right, so let's read our instructions. It says, write the equation of the sine function. So, every problem on 1 through 4 will start this way. All right, Samari, we can go ahead, we can put the amplitude in the front. I know it goes in front, so that's 2 sine. And I know the location change goes in the back, so that's plus 8. You can go ahead and write those down. Those are automatic. Go ahead and knock out those 2.
Will that be on the top of the paper whenever we have to test like the little formula?
That's on top of your formula sheet
All
anyway.
over science?
The first 4 it says are all sines, Hunter. The last 4 it says are all cosines.
Okay.
All right, so now I got to show y'all how to find this number and this number. The front one and the last one are easy. All right, so here's what you do. Find the first number in the parentheses. Tomorrow you bring down whatever they've got right here for period. So I bring down 2 pi over 1. Okay? And you set that equal to whatever your formula sheet says the formula is for period, which is 2 pi over k. All right, now normally what we do, Samara, we cross multiply and divide to find our answer. We don't really have to cross multiply on this one. How come?
Because it's 1.
The tops are equal, that means the bottoms are gotta be equal too. So the bottom's gonna be 1. I need y'all to put 1x. So it's gonna be an automatic x in that spot. Anybody got a question there?
Every time.
Every time on these problems there's an automatic x. Why? Because look at your other ones. What, they're an automatic x here every time?
Yeah, so we don't even have to do what we just wrote down.
Well, this is the only one where it's gonna equal 1. Every other problem, Laney, you're gonna have to cross multiply.
Okay.
All right, now to find the other missing number, we take the phase shift. I need y'all to write down pi over 2 equals. All right, and on your formula sheet, what does it say the formula is for phase shift?
Negative c over k.
All right, watch me. I'm gonna put negative c over 1. Well, why didn't I put negative c over k? Because we already figured out that k equals 1. So do it that way. All right, question. Now watch me when I cross multiply. This is easy. Times these 2, I get negative 2c equals. I times these 2, I get 1 pi. Now, how do we know what to divide by in our calculator? You always divide by the number that's with the variable, the letter. So you find the letter, and whatever number's with it's going to go on the bottom. So in your calculator, you're going to put pi divided by negative 2. That's just going to give you negative pi over 2. If it's a negative, put a minus. If it's a positive, put a plus. All right, and that's how you do 1, 2, 3, and 4.
And
And I'm going to keep doing some with you.
that be it?
That's it. That's all you do on number 1.
Answer.
All right, can we go to number 2? All right, start it off the easy way. Go ahead and plug 7 in front of sine, and go ahead and take minus 7, put it on the end. All right, let's see if we remembered anything from the first one. The only thing left to do is find these 2 numbers. What do I write down to find the first number? What do we do? Go ahead, the period, yeah. That's 3 pi over 1. And what do I set it equal to again?
2 pi over k.
Very good. All right, now Laney, from here we're just going to cross multiply in our calculators. I times these 2, I get 2 pi. If I times these 2, I get a 3 pi and a k. Now here's the question again. How do I know what I divide by? The one with the variable, you put that on the bottom. So in my calculator, I'm going to put 2 pi on top, 3 pi on the bottom. Let's see what we get. 2 pi on top, 3 pi on bottom is, I got 2 over 3. So we'll put 2 over 3x. Remember that x is always in that spot. Anybody got a question? All right, ready for the next spot. Samari, what do I bring down from up here that's going to help me find this number? That's pi over 1, right? We're going to set that equal to, what's that formula again? Is it negative c over k? We'll get it in a minute. Negative c over 2/3. We already found out k is 2/3. And divide, you got your answer. All right, watch, this is easy. When I times these two, I get negative 1 in c. When I times this way, I get 2/3 in pi. What do I divide by in my calculator? You're going to put 2 over 3 pi on top, and you're going to divide it by negative 1. Hit your fraction button first. 2 over 3 pi on top, divide by negative 1 is negative 2/3 pi, negative 2/3 pi. Somebody show Ashlyn where we are. All right, everybody good on number 2? All right, I'll keep showing a couple more until y'all get it. Laney, can I go to 3?
You got 4.
Oh, you already got 3?
I just got 7.
All right, I need to show one for Ashlyn, so I'll show her. All right, Ashlyn, you ready? All right, so to start these problems, 1, 2, 3, and 4, we're going to start with our formula that's at the top of your paper on your chart. The formula looks like this. I think it's A sine kx plus c plus d. All right, so what we're going to do to start a problem, we're going to take the 6, plug it in for A. We're going to take the plus 4, plug it in on the end. Start, and that takes care of that one and that one. All right, now we've got to find a number that goes here, Ashlyn, and a number that goes here. Here's how you do it. Take this number right here, which is pi over 1. Write it down, pi over 1. All right, and we've got to set that equal to, Ashlyn, since that's the formula, since that's period that we used, we got to use the formula for period. And you can show her where it is if you need to. But it's 2 pi over k. So on that sheet, period formula at the top says 2. Okay, I got you. All right, so that's where we're getting our formulas from. So now all we do is cross multiply and divide. I'm going to times this way first, and I got 2 pi. I'm going to times this way second, I got pi and k. How do I know what I divide by again? One with the variable. So in my calculator, I'm going to put 2 pi on top, pi on the bottom. Let's see what it gives me. Alex says it's just going to give you 2. So Ashlyn, whatever you get, you put an X with it on that first number. All right, that takes care of that one. All right, Ashlyn, we only got one more number we haven't used, and this is going to help us find this spot. So I bring down that number, pi over 2. Since that's my number for phase shift, I got to match it with the formula for phase shift, which is negative c over k. And we already found out k is 2, so I'm going to put negative c over 2. All right, we should be able to cross multiply now. If I times these two, I got a negative 2c. If I times these two, I got 2 and pi. So in my calculator, I put 2 pi on top. Bottom, I put negative 2, and Alice, I got the same thing, negative pi. All right, so I'll show one more. I'm hoping y'all can do the rest of these, and once we get these done, guys, we're done for the day.